Hey everybody, welcome back to the Paranormal Rush Hour. I'm your host Ryan Rush, and today I've got some more ParanorMAIL for you guys. This one's cool too, mainly because it's Halloween, and this goes right along with Halloween. So I'm really glad that we got this one today, but I want to take a minute and give you guys an update about my restricted status on some of my videos. Anyway, I appealed the two that were first restricted, I guess. There was an age restriction put on one, then another one like right afterward. And so I appealed those two. Well, then when I was looking actually at the results of the appeal, I had to like fill out a form and stuff to appeal it. And anyway, I was looking at the results and I noticed there was another email where another one of my episodes had been restricted. I was like, what is going on, man? I mean, I know I can be a little, hard to listen to sometimes. I get a little vulgar and obscene, and, I apologize. I'm being like facetious, but I'm just saying, there was nothing on there. I know that some of you guys, I know for a fact that some of my friends that watch in other places watch me with their kids. So I'm not going to say anything out of line, and I try to keep everything, you know, age appropriate on my show. So anyway, I really don't know what happened, but 3 of my episodes got hit with an age restriction that I had to get lifted. So they just sent me the thing, like the email about it. The third one being lifted a couple days ago. So like 2 days ago, I think. So anyway, after about a week, I think it's been something like that, I got my videos back up to where they should be, in good standing, I guess. I mean, though I don't really get what happened, and I have a few theories, but I don't know. I really don't know for sure, so I'm not going to speculate too much. It's back to normal, and that's what matters. And I got some ParanorMAIL to read too. Sorry I took up so much of this time talking about that, but this censorship, I almost said something. What I've been calling it, censorship, has really gotten to me. I mean, we do have freedom of speech, and I think if you're not being vulgar and whatnot, along those lines, I think you should be able to exercise it regardless of what you're talking about. That's just me. Anyway, I like freedom, but let's get to this because this is really cool. Hey Ryan, I thought you might like a ghost story since it's October and all. I have been into paranormal investigation for a long time. I started by doing things like the automatic hand and Ouija boards, and then once technology started coming into it, I got more modernized. About 2 years ago, I was investigating a place with a lot of documented activity. This was a small cabin that was out in the forest in a state park. I live in Arkansas. There were a few others who wanted to go, so we all got together and took off one night. The cabin was already creepy looking when we pulled up, but I had to show everyone how awesome I am, and I couldn't turn back even though I had a bad feeling about it. I ain't afraid of no ghost, LOL. We all got on the porch and everyone set up their instrument or camera or whatever they were going to use to detect whatever, and the activity started. Ryan, I am telling you right now, the effing door opened. We were all standing far away from it, too. The closest of us was not in arm's reach of it. I was already freaked, mostly because I had a bad feeling about it anyway. Nothing came out of the door, and we looked in there and did not see anyone, so we knew this was the place. It was said to be a lot of things as far as what haunted it, but one of those was a witch that lived there at one time. Some old Ozark Mountain woman who practiced dark magic was the legend. I think that is the one I believe the most, because when we finally went in the place, I shined my light around, and I thought I saw a shadow in the shape of a woman with a hat on or something that looked like a brim around the head area move really fast out of the beam of light. I mean, not in there 30 seconds, and I had already seen a shadow person. This place wasted no time scaring the mess out of me. This was a very primitive structure. It had rock walls, no electricity, no running water, just a 2-room cabin. We all tried to open the door to the other room, but not a single one of us, not even the 2 guys, could get the knob to even turn. It was locked up, like rusted over, and just wouldn't turn. We started asking questions with a recorder on to see if we could get some EVPs. And we also had a REM pod. Well, the REM pod went off, and we asked if that was someone around us. If I'm not mistaken, the REM pod detects like the electromagnetic field around wherever it's sitting and can detect when something's near it, I believe. For those of you who may not be familiar with it, and I could be totally wrong. If I am, I apologize. All right. The REM pod went off, and we asked if that was someone around us. Then we listened to the audio recording, and we all heard a clear voice say, "Yes, come with me." And as soon as it said that, that damn door that nobody could open just slowly swung open. We all looked at each other and dashed for the front door. We were done. Then we were all opening the doors to get in the car, and we heard something in the trees move. I don't know if it was an animal or what, but we got in the car and took off. My friend was driving out of the driveway part of this place, and I swear, as the headlights flashed to the side, I saw that same figure as before, only it was much more detailed, and it looked like what a common Halloween witch silhouette would look like. It was probably the scariest thing I've ever seen, and probably the scariest investigation I have ever been a part of. We all got out of there safe, but the friend of mine who had the recorder went through the stuff we recorded and sent it to us to listen to, and there was some seriously creepy stuff. I don't like even repeating any of it, but one of the things it said was, "Stay with me," in this creepy old lady sounding voice, which was the same voice we heard on the recording right before the door opened. I am not going back there ever, and if anyone ever asks me, I will tell them that that is the house of a witch. Stay away. Thanks for reading this, Ryan. Your show has brought me a lot of enjoyment the past few months, and I hope this helps to give a little back to you. A little back to you for it. Sorry. Thanks, Layla. Layla, I really appreciate that. I really do. And I hope this brings all of us a little enjoyment in this crazy time we're going through right now. I mean, it's just it's nuts out there. I don't know. But we're all making it, man. We're going to make it regardless, because we rule. So, anyway, I appreciate every one of you guys, and please leave me a comment. Leave Layla a comment. She said it was cool if I used her name. It was in a PS at the bottom. That's why I didn't read it. But anyway, I appreciate that, Layla. I really do. And I know everybody else does too. So, anyway, if any of you have any crazy stories, ghost stories, UFOs, you've been abducted, you've seen goblins, whatever, send it to me. I'll read it. As long as it's not too bad and gets me an age restriction. Gotta watch that. Gotta mind my P's and Q's when it comes to that stuff these days. So, anyway. All right. Thanks, everybody. And take care and stay safe. And I'll see you guys really soon.